5 p.m. today will be game time. Nigeria against Rwanda. You know, there was a time, if we were preparing for this match, you just think it's going to be a walkover. But no, my people, we are doing a lot of permutations and calculations just to ensure that we make it to the World Cup. And Cecilia Morgbe joins us, our sports correspondent. Cici, we brought out our calculators as usual.
Yeah, it's been on.
Are we winning this match? Just let me know.
Okay,
so I
yes,
can. We are. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So what will be the game plan? But really, how did we get here?
How did we get here?
Yes.
Okay, we had Coach Pesero. You know, this is the third coach we are having in the World Cup qualifiers. Interesting, right? And in the three coaches, we're hoping that this third one will be able to steer it back on track. Yeah. Now, how did we get here? The first two games, we couldn't win. Yeah, so that's how it all started. And then when Pesero left, we had Finidi George, couldn't also win. So after 4 games, we have just 3 points, and now we are a 5th on the log, and we just have 6 teams on the table. That's Group C, and of course, Benin Republic, interestingly, that is coached by former Super Eagles coach.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know, they're actually topping the group,
like a resident
on 8 points. So that's the whole thing. You know, before now, Rwanda were topping, but last night when you have Zimbabwe and Benin Republic played, it ended 2-2. So the good thing is we are not going into this game as bottom of the group. At least if Rwanda had won. If Rwanda had won against Benin, because Rwanda were playing at home, right. Rwanda had won against Benin, I mean, we would have been at the bottom, because we had 3 points from 4 matches. I mean, that's real.
Okay, fine, we feel better.
But now, okay.
So does this means that we have to win every match?
Of course,
that's the only opportunity. That's the only way. That's the only option.
All the matches and win all your matches, and then you're good to go, really.
So when you watch this player, so that we can catch as much information as possible. How many of them are in camp? How many
everyone. I mean, I think this is the first time in a long while that when players are invited. Victor Osimhen was one of the first players to be in camp. So it's on Monday, we have almost a full complement of the players. And Tuesday, the latest arrival happened to be Yusuf Al-Assam, who arrived on Wednesday, early hours of Wednesday morning. So as at the first training session, he had like 22 players already. So he had a complement of the full players. I mean, you can decide not to play Al-Hassan, but then you had 22 players, the big stars, they were all there in camp. And if you look at the squad, I mean, we can actually, this is a game that we can win. Where do you start from? The last 2 African player of the year, I mean, he's from Nigeria. Victor Osimhen, Lukman is the current one. And Lukman will be playing his first game for Nigeria since he won, African player of the year. So he needs to prove himself. And Victor Osimhen has been scoring Galatasaray, I think 20 goals so far, just at the weekend, scored a hat-trick. Yeah. So, I mean, we've got the goal scorers. Now, take a look at the back. I mean, William Troost-Ekong, always solid. Of course, Olaino, I mean, he's the best right back right now in England. I mean, he plays for, you see what he's done for the Nottingham Forest. So, Alex Iwobi, of course, for Fulham, we've seen what he's been doing. And even Calvin Bassey has been scoring for Fulham. So, you see, you have these players.
You know, this is so beautiful on paper, you know.
Yeah, it's beautiful, even on the field. I mean, you just look at the stars that we have. I mean, are you going to say that these stars cannot beat Rwanda? Yes, I understand. Yes, we haven't beaten Rwanda in Rwanda in the past 20 years. We played 3 matches, goalless, 1 all. But then we know Super Eagles, when you push them to the wall, I mean, there's nowhere to go to. Right. So you have to like fight back. And all they have to do, as I've spoken, most of the analysts I've spoken to for a long while, they keep saying that all they have to do is to fight, and fight. And if they can do that, I mean, the win is there.
So this match is winnable.
It's the only team I'm like, okay, maybe we will struggle against right now will be South Africa, because all the matches we have, I mean, you're playing Benin Republic, right? You're playing Zimbabwe, you're playing Lesotho. Come on. I mean, if we cannot beat these teams,
now, when you
we have no business going to the World Cup, really.
Before now, when you call those names, which have just gone to sleep, because like, okay,
things have changed now. No more winners. It's 11 versus 11. Yeah. Cici, should we judge Eric Schell from this match? Whatever comes out of it,
Precisely, he's on fire, because when he was appointed, he didn't get that support system. You know, usually when you get a new coach, he's a new coach, you look at the pedigree and all that. He doesn't have that. Only Mali. And we know the formation he plays, a 4-3-3 formation that he did with Mali and everything. So we are thinking, what will he bring into the Super Eagles squad? I mean, what will he bring to the table? But he knows his job is at stake. So he needs to start on a win. If we lose this game, we don't need to play the rest. Just let it go, and then we don't have to go to the World Cup.
We must not lose this game. Nigerians need this right now.
That's what I'm saying. We can't lose this game. Yeah, we can't.
Of course, we'll be looking forward to that match, 5 p.m.
5 p.m., yes.
Nigeria and Rwanda, so we're away on this one. But Super Eagles, we wish you the very best. We have a great team, okay? It's a sky full of stars, so we expect that we do great. Bukola, what's your prediction for tonight?
Bukola, what's your prediction?
My prediction is 3-0.
Thank you.
No, sorry, in favor of who, by the way?
I need to be on the ground praying, right, Cece?
Yeah, we're going to do that, yes.
Yeah.
I have my rosary with me already.
Absolutely.
Why are you praying?
Praying for victory.
Precisely. Anything could go wrong, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
So, 3 points and 3-0. What's the prediction? Give me.
My prediction?
Yes.
Look, I'm looking at 10-0. You asked me.
Please.
You didn't give me any range.
No, there's no point. Let me ask you.
Jeffrey, your prediction.
Just 1-0.
Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, just get it.
Jeffrey's very humble.
I don't want to be too ambitious.
Yes.
A win is what we were looking for.
Don't get
Cecilia Morogwe, thank you so much.
so much.
As always, for coming through for us.